Howdy everybody. Today I'm going to go over the top 5 reasons why I choose to DoorDash on a scooter versus a motorcycle. I get asked this question a lot, so here are the top 5 reasons why I choose a scooter over a motorcycle when DoorDashing. Number 1, no shifting, no clutch. When you are out for 8 hours a day, you do not want to be stuck in city traffic having to shift all day long, especially when you have to use your hands to accept orders on the phone. Or to swipe through, to do other things, to change music. You definitely don't want to be having your hand on a clutch all day long. Number 2 is a huge deal. I have a motorcycle also, and anytime I've ever tried to mount my bag on the back of the motorcycle, whenever trying to lift my leg over the back of the bike, it really sucks. Your bag gets in the way. There isn't nearly as much length on a motorcycle as there is on a scooter like this, which totally causes problems when you're having to jump on and off 30 times a day for deliveries. You don't want to have to be sticking your leg over the bike right through the center of it. You're going to dump your bike. On the scooter, it has a step through. So even though my Forza kind of is styled a little more like a motorcycle with a slight step over, it's so much more convenient getting on and off the scooter versus my motorcycle every day whenever I'm outdoor dashing. Number 3 is something that I think a lot of people don't understand. Motorcycles have no under seat storage. There's very limited storage on a bike. I mean, you're lucky to even be able to fit like your owner's manual or your registration in your motorcycle. Whereas on a scooter, you have the entire under seat storage. I can fit 2 full-size helmets along with a riding jacket easily underneath just the seat of my scooter. That's not counting the giant 20 by 20 by 20 bag I have on the back. It allows me to store my clear or tinted visor underneath the scooter seat, which comes in really handy if you happen to be out dashing when it turns to dark. It also helps to keep your gloves under there, a nice warm sweater for if it gets a little bit cold. But the underseat storage space of a scooter is dramatically larger than that of a motorcycle, and whenever you're doing deliveries, your storage space is what matters the most. You don't want to have to reject orders. And that brings us to number 4, better gas mileage. Scooters, on average, get anywhere from 60 to 100 miles per gallon, whereas motorcycles, their average miles per gallon is somewhere between 35 and 45 miles per gallon. My scooter gets anywhere from 60 to 70 miles per gallon, sometimes 80 miles per gallon. It just depends on how you drive and where you're driving. If I'm on the highway, I get better. If I'm in town, I get worse. And number 5, which is kind of a combination of all these things, is very important. Comfort. On a motorcycle, especially if you have a naked sport bike, your seat is tiny. Now, don't get me wrong, there are cruisers out there that weigh north of 900 pounds that are much less nimble than a scooter that definitely are comfortable and more comfortable than a scooter. But I can tell you that the seat on my Forza is like sitting on a couch all day long. And when you're doing deliveries for 8 hours a day, potentially 5 days a week, or even more than that, comfort becomes one of the most important things for you. You don't want to be in pain all day when you're out having to sling food. And that brings us to the conclusion as to why I chose a scooter over a motorcycle when starting my DoorDash endeavors.